Welcome back to the channel. Rarest Coins. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating stories in U.S. coin collecting, the 1995 D. Washington Quarter. You may be holding one in your pocket change right now, but what you might not realize is that some of these coins are worth more than $1 million. That's right. $1.25 worth of metal could be hiding a potential $1.2 million treasure. So how is that possible? Let's find out. First, let's talk history. The Washington Quarter was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin quickly became a mainstay of American currency. Fast forward to 1995, the Denver Mint produced millions of Washington quarters that year, over 1.1 billion to be exact. At first glance, most of these coins look the same, and for the majority, they're only worth their face value. But a tiny handful of these coins, rare varieties and mint errors, have made headlines in the coin collecting world for selling at prices that are nothing short of staggering. What makes the 1995 D quarter so special? It's not the metal. These coins are made from a copper-nickel clad composition, not silver or gold. It's not the design either, as the design hadn't changed significantly yet. The real value lies in a combination of rarity, minting errors, and collector demand. And in one particular case, a coin was graded so uniquely rare in condition and detail that it brought in a jaw-dropping $1.2 million at auction. Let's break it down. The majority of 1995 D quarters are common. You'll find them in circulated condition and change, in coin jars, and they usually sell for just 25 cents. However, if you find one that's in mint state, particularly MS68 or higher, things get very interesting. High-grade uncirculated coins are rare because even the smallest scratch, nick, or bag mark can dramatically lower their value. At MS68, you're looking at a coin with nearly flawless surfaces, full luster, and perfect strike. The Professional Coin Grading Service, known as PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Company, or NGC, are the gold standards when it comes to grading coins. So when one of these 1995 D quarters was graded at MS68, and had unique attributes, collectors went wild. Now let's talk about errors. Mint errors are one of the most exciting parts of coin collecting, and the 1995 D has seen a few very interesting ones. Look out for off-center strikes, double dies, or clipped planchets. These can fetch hundreds or even thousands depending on the type and visibility of the error. For example, a 1995 D quarter with a dramatic off-center strike or double die can easily bring in several $100s. Combine that with a high-grade surface and you're looking at a potential gold mine. But the real star of the show is a coin that was nearly perfect in every way. Sold at auction for $1.2 million, this 1995 D quarter stood out because it wasn't just in mint state. It was a top pop, meaning one of the highest graded examples known to exist. When there's only one or two coins like it in the world, collectors will bid high. Add in demand from registry set collectors who are trying to build the most complete and highest quality sets, and you've got the perfect storm for $1 million coin. What should you be looking for? Start by checking any 1995 D quarters you have at home. Look for a strong strike, full details in Washington's hair, and full rims with no wear. Use a magnifying glass to check for any signs of doubling in the text or design, especially around the words, "In God We Trust," or "Liberty." If the coin has a sharp, brilliant surface with no scratches, it may be worth sending to a grading service. Even coins that don't hit the $1 million mark can still be worth hundreds or thousands depending on grade and demand. Now, here's an important tip. Just because a coin is old doesn't mean it's rare. And just because it's rare doesn't mean it's valuable, unless someone wants to pay for it. The true value of any coin is what someone is willing to pay for it. But when it comes to coins like the 1995 D. Washington Quarter, a perfect storm of scarcity, condition, and collector frenzy can turn pocket change into a fortune. Next time you're digging through change or going through a family coin collection, don't overlook that ordinary-looking 1995 D quarter. It might just be the find of a lifetime. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Let us know your story. And as always, happy collecting! Would you like a version of this script formatted for a teleprompter or broken into sections for visuals and voiceover? Welcome back to the rarest coins today. We're diving into a jaw-dropping story from the world of coin collecting. You may have a simple-looking coin sitting in a drawer right now, but what if I told you that one version of the 1987 D. Washington quarter has been valued at over $1.3 million? That's right. A 25-cent coin from 1987 has entered the world of million-dollar collectibles. The big question is why? Why would anyone pay over $1 million for something millions of people use every day without a second thought? Today, we're going to break it all down. The history, the value, the rarity, and what exactly makes this 1987 D quarter so incredibly special. Let's start with a bit of background. The Washington quarter was first minted in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. It featured a profile of Washington on the front, or obverse, designed by John Flanagan. This design continued largely unchanged all the way through the 1990s, including the 1987 coins. The D mint mark means the coin was minted in Denver, one of the main United States mints, along with Philadelphia, San Francisco, and West Point. In 1987, the Denver Mint produced over 600 million Washington quarters. That's right. Hundreds of millions of these coins entered circulation, making the average 1987 D quarter very common. Most are still only worth 25 cents, and that's where the story should end for most coins. But for a tiny number of coins, something went very differently to us. Oh, how does a common coin become worth over $1 million? The answer lies in condition, rarity, minting errors, and collector demand. One specific 1987 D quarter became famous in the numismatic world after being certified by a major grading company as a near-perfect specimen. We're talking about a coin graded at mint state 69, which is just 1 point away from a theoretical perfect 70. At that level, even the tiniest imperfection, invisible to the naked eye, could lower the grade. Coins at this level of preservation are extremely rare, and when there's only one or two in existence at such a high grade, collectors are willing to pay almost anything to own them. That particular 1987 D quarter was put up for auction and stunned the coin world when it sold for approximately $1.3 million. Why such a huge price? It wasn't just the condition. It was the combination of being a top-graded example, having immaculate surfaces, and being a part of a registry set that wealthy collectors were trying to complete. When only one of these coins exists at this level and multiple high-end collectors are chasing it, the price can go through the roof. Now let's talk about mint errors. While the million-dollar coin came down to condition and grading, there are also rare 1987 D quarters with dramatic mint errors that can command high prices. These include things like off-center strikes, double dies, and even coins that were struck on the wrong planchet, meaning it was stamped on a blank mint for another coin entirely. For example, a 1987 D quarter struck on a nickel or penny planchet is a fascinating error and can be worth hundreds or thousands depending on the severity and visibility of the mistake. If you're checking your own collection or pocket change, there are a few key things to look for. First, examine the surface of the coin under a bright light. A high-quality mint state coin will have full luster, no scratches, and sharp, clear details, especially around Washington's hair and the eagle on the reverse. If the coin has any doubling, especially around the letters and Liberty or the date, that could indicate a valuable variety. Off-center strikes or coins that appear unusually thin or thick may also be mint errors. The grading process is important. If you think you found a high-quality 1987 D quarter, it might be worth sending it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. They will certify its condition and assign a numerical grade on a 70-point scale. Even if your coin doesn't make it to MS-69, a coin graded MS-65 or above can still be worth more than face value, sometimes hundreds of dollars. Now, to be clear, most 1987 D quarters are still only worth 25 cents. But the possibility, even the slim chance, that one of these coins could be worth thousands or even over $1 million is what keeps the coin world so exciting. It's like treasure hunting in plain sight. And here's one final twist. The $1 million 1987 D quarter wasn't discovered in some government vault. It didn't come from a special mint set. It was found in a private collection, tucked away for decades, and only later submitted for grading. That means it's possible someone else has a high-grade coin sitting in a safe deposit box, a coin jar, or a roll of quarters. It could be you. It could be a relative. And it could be worth a life-changing amount of money. So next time you come across a 1987 D Washington quarter, don't just toss it aside. Take a moment. Examine it closely. Because what looks like ordinary pocket change might just be one of the rarest coins in America, and it could be worth more than a Ferrari. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, coin values, and how to spot a valuable treasure in your change, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. And tell us in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Until next time, keep searching, stay curious, and happy collecting. Would you like this script broken down by scene or formatted for a visual YouTube presentation with voiceover cues and suggested images?